Hi, Dawn Lewis here, and today I have a mini card project for you using Mama Elephant's Carried Away stamp set. It's so adorable, and this card was actually quite simple to make with not a lot of materials. I'm using a mini card base. I'll link to another video on how to make those below. A piece of Express It blending card cut to size. My Carried Away stamp set. I was going to use the greeting, but I wasn't sure. I waited till the end. I'm using my Mini Misty and Memento Tuxedo Black ink to stamp today because I am going to be colouring with Copics. I like to double stamp with Memento Tuxedo Black because it's not super rich black. I'm also stamping onto a post-it note so I can make a mask. The one with the balloon has the sticky on it. The one with the girl doesn't, so I am going to use a little bit of washi tape to hold that down while I stamp the piece that I need to. So I'm adding the balloon string from Carried Away. I'm also going to stamp that in Tuxedo Black ink because it will come into contact with the Copic markers, and I'm double stamping it so it's the same darkness of black that the other stamping is done. So peeling away those, I'm using a multi-liner here just to draw in the string where it didn't quite meet the balloon. So all of the colors that I'm using from Copic today are in the top right hand corner of your screen, and I went with pink and orange. It's a color scheme I really like and I don't use a lot, but it's come up really well. I've also added a little teeny touch of purple in here, and it's just the sweetest. It's almost pastel, but it's like a really strong pastel. Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense, but she's got a lovely pink hat and boots and heart and purple dress and an orange jacket. Now this technique I'm dotting. I'm making lots and lots of little tiny dots with the B40, and those dots are going quite far out. You will get a closer look at that later on. Then I'm switching to the B000, and those dots are closer to the stamped image, and it's a darker color. So this is kind of creating a drop shadow with the illusion of sky. When I switch to the B00, that stays much closer. So the lighter the color, the further out it goes. I'm using my Sizzix Big Shot today, and I'm opening it up to tab 1, putting down my base plate, a Spellbinders embossing mat, and a little cloud die that I can't even remember where I picked this one up. And I'm embossing the cloud die rather than cutting it. So this is a really cool thing that you can do with your dies. You don't just have to cut out, you can emboss with them if you've got yourself one of these Spellbinder embossing mats. It's pretty cool. I'm adding 3mm double-sided tape to the back of my stamped and coloured image, and I'm pretty happy with that. Oh no, that's the card base. So I've put it on the card base. I've put the card base onto some pattern paper. This pattern paper is so old, couldn't tell you where it came from. It's seriously old. I like stuff in my stash is over a decade old. And see the embossed clouds there? It's so cute. So I'm putting double-sided tape now onto my stamped and coloured image, and I'm going to center that on the front of the card. And you will notice I'm going to check the card opens the right way. There's been a few times where I've stuck things on upside down. It's not a good look. It's not fun. I realized that the greetings that come with the set were too big for this card, so I pulled one from my pre-made greetings box. This is a Darkroom Door All Occasions greeting. I love these things. I've popped some foam tape on the back, and I'm just centering it on the card, and that's it. That's as simple as it is. I did use a black glaze pen for her eyes at the end. It just gives it a little extra shine, and we have a finished mini card. I realized last week I had no happy birthday cards, so I'm making a few more. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it if you would give this video a like or even subscribe so you're first to see new videos each week. If you're looking for Mama Elephant in Australia, you can find it at dawnlewis.com.au. Meanwhile, I hope you have a very crafty day, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.